Welcome back. Well, it is earnings season and SAIL has come out with its fourth quarter numbers. The management is addressing a press conference. Let's cut in live.
Current financial year, the growth in production is 3%, growth in sales turnover is 7%, growth in profit before tax is 34%, growth in profit after tax is 36%. If you see the results for the year as a whole compared to the last financial year, the growth in production is 2%. This year as a whole, the production of saleable steel is 12.89 million ton against 12.63 million ton achieved last year. The growth in sales turnover is 7%. This year sales is 47,042 crore. Last year was 43,935 crore. Of course, there is a dip in profit before tax, 29%. Profit before tax this year is 7,157 crore against 10,132 crore last year. Profit after tax, again there is a dip of 28%. This year profit after tax is 4,881 crore against 6,754 crore achieved last year. Now the reason for dip in the profit, because we have achieved growth in production, growth in sales, but there is a dip in profit, and the year as a whole the dip in the profit is to the tune of 3,718 crore. The main reason of the dip in the profit is the very high cost of coking coal prices. Last year the coking coal prices, last year means 2009-10, it was $128 per ton. This year 2010-11, the coking coal prices have been at an average of $212 per ton, and thus this has resulted into a dip in profit to the tune of 3,015 crore. Likewise, there is a high cost of soft coking coal also. Last year the soft coking coal prices were $86 per ton. This year the soft coking coal prices have been on an average $175 per ton. Even the indigenous coal prices, they have shot up in this financial year. It was at 7,500 rupees per ton compared to 6,400 rupees per ton last year. So this coking coal prices, it has resulted into an adverse impact of about 3,015 crore for the year as a whole. But the company has taken a number of proactive steps, and main of the highlights which I am going to give you for the new financial year 2011-12 is that the company is going to commission two large blast furnaces of 4,060 meter cube per day capacity in two of its integrated steel plant. One will come up in ISP Burnpur. This will be commissioned by December 2011, and the integrated commissioning of the plant is expected to be by March 2012. Second large blast furnace of 4,060 meter cube per day will come up in our Rourkela steel plant. We should become operational by December 2011. The hot trials will start by December 2011, and the blast furnaces operation should get stabilized after about 2 months thereafter. So by March 2012, we will have the incremental capacity addition of hot metal steel by about 5.5 million ton. Thus, our hot metal capacity of steel, which as of now is 40 million ton per annum, will become 19.5 million ton towards the end of the financial year. Second important thing which is going to happen is that our capital expenditure, which in this year 2010-11, it was at 11,280 crore. The capital expenditure in the year 2009-10 was 10,600 crore. The capital expenditure in the financial year 2011-12 is going to be 14,337 crore. This financial year 14,337 crore. This new financial year 11-12, besides the commissioning of the two large size blast furnaces, the new CRM coal rolling mill complex of 1.2 million ton capacity per annum will become operational in the Bokaro steel plant, and this CRM complex, which will become operational in the Bokaro steel plant, it will produce a wide range of CR and galvanized products and which will cater to different customer segments. I am again repeating that our new CRM complex, core rolling mill complex, with a capacity of 1.2 million ton per annum, will become operational in Bokaro Steel Plant in this financial year. The new coke oven battery, sinter plant and other schemes of modernization expansion plan will become operational in Rourkela Steel Plant during this financial year. I already told you that our ISP Burnpur, the blast furnace will start by December 2011 and the integrated commissioning of the ISP Burnpur is expected to be completed by March 2012, that is during this financial year only. Then the company has taken a very big task to frame the research and development master plan during this financial year. I have committed to the board that by September 2011 we will get the R&D master plan approved by the board, for which we have taken the services of one Dr. Iyengar, who is a US citizen. He is a metallurgical engineer and PhD in metallurgy, and he is preparing your blueprint of master plan for R&D, and we engage his services for the preparation of the master plan, for the approval of the master plan by the board, and for the implementation of the R&D master plan. And this master plan, R&D master plan, envisages a development of a number of new special grade of steel and our proportion of increase in the proportion of the value-added steels. The proportion of the value-added steel, which is 37% as of now, is expected to go up to about 42 to 45% towards the end of the financial year. Besides this, we are expected to sign the joint venture agreement with Kobe Steel regarding the setting up of 0.5 million ton module of ITMK3 iron ore nugget plant next 2 months time, and this plant will come up in a separate joint venture mode. This will have a total expenditure of about $350 million. I hope that $350 million.
And this will be an equal joint venture, sir?
This will be a 50-50% joint venture between Kobe Steel and SAIL in next 2 months. 350.
And where will it come up, sir?
This will come up in Alloy Steel Plant in Durgapur. This will be a 50-50% JV between Kobe Steel and SAIL, and we are expected to finalize and sign the JV agreement next 2 months time. We are already having a MOU with the Kobe Steel in this regard. Then to operationalize our Jagdishpur plant, that is Malvika Steel Plant, we have already applied to the government for allocation of gas, and we intend to start a gas-based power plant in Jagdishpur Steel Plant, and we intend to start a DRI-based electric arc furnace with a capacity of 100 million ton and with the continuous casting steel of the special grade. So once
that's the SAIL top management on their quarterly as well as the full year performance. On a quarterly basis, if you talk about the fourth quarter, the net profit has come in at 1,507 crore rupees. We were at CNBC TV 18, we're expecting a bottom line figure of 1,600 crore rupees, but the management saying the bottom line has been hit by the high cooking coal prices. Is going to sign a 50-50 joint venture with Kobe Steel, and there's a guidance as far as the capex is concerned, and that's for 14,337 crore rupees in FY12.